Not you, of course. Certainly not me. Hey, maybe none of us.
None of us.
Which is awesome. Well done, everyone.
Because when was Gone with the Wind written? I have
no
idea. But
idea.
In this context of things, it's Australia. Hello, why are you referring to America?
There's like 100 incidents a day that we hear about and 1 million that we don't. So
Exactly,
it's like, this
yeah.
is the... Someone who is a racist must walk around kicking puppies and, you know, just making it rain wherever they go, perpetually under this dark cloud. And that's, I have it all the time where you'll have one white person talking about another and go, no, they're not right. Like, they're a really nice guy. It's like, to you, because you're white. Did that really happen? Like, is that a thing that white people do?
What is the context
Like,
of that?
But I think we need to recognise that Australia was built on racism.
Yeah, of course
You
it
know,
was.
the whole infrastructure is based on racism.
And it's still...
Can we just be...
It's like, wow.
Yes, Australian country towns once banned Aborigines from swimming pools. All the marches in the streets, all the education programs, that's what it's all about. That's the one bad thing.
Yeah, that was the
in
worst
the
thing that's
history.
happened to Aboriginal
Yes.
people. The bad.
Last time I remember a story that a public story of Aboriginal people banned from a swimming pool was in Alice Springs, where a local group were in there swimming with kids. They got told to leave because they were scaring the tourists.
Sorry? Scaring the tourists?
They were scaring the tourists. The tourists only want to see Aboriginal people behind fences, you know, dancing over there. They don't want them
What kind of
swimming in the
tourists are
same
they?
swimming.
Aliens?
And what?
His definition of racism is like, oh, you have to wear a white pillow over your head.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
KKK,
Yes.
Yes.
You know, to be recognised as racism, but his definition of racism is overt racism, and technically in Australia that doesn't exist.
Yeah.
Sorry, white guy, that just doesn't happen to you.
He just keeps going on about South Africans and Zimbabweans and over here he
doesn't bring
mentions Iran's president. It's like no, stop deflecting the attention away from
Exactly.
our country.
You
You know.
Anywhere in this article does he talk about the Cronulla riots or any of the contemporary, the bashings of Indian students in Melbourne or any of My guess is maybe in Iran it's custom not to shake
the hand of women.
hand of women.
Yes.
So why are you talking about Iran's president? Since
We've
when
got
do we
one
use
problem
Iran
going on
as a
here.
benchmark for Australian standards? Like,
But I think the most... It's like, you could say that of Congress, of our government, of our business. Like, our world is dominated, and our business world and our political world and our media world is dominated
By
by
old white men.
well beyond their 60s.
Yeah.
And so if it wasn't for their wealth and power and dominant control of our society, then they would just be mindless old men and no one would care but them and the nurse with the bedpan. They run the world.
Yes.
You can't...
Thank you for your research.
Yes.
I can see you did a lot of
statements.
primary and secondary research, Mr.
Yes.
Sawyer, figuring out that most people are not true racists because you can actually measure people's intentions by this new machine you've invented.
Yes.
Hang on, you guys. It's a joke.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah.
like it's
It's
just,
stupid, it's
just
silly.
silly. It's nothing. You know, come on. He clearly only mixes with white people, you know, and he needs to broaden his horizons.
If you have a non-white name, you are definitely less likely to get called in for an interview. There's many examples, like if you have an accent, etc., etc. Where is your research? I mean, Fairfax, if you're watching this, your biggest problem is not Gina Reinhardt. I think it's Mark Sawyer.
Their version of racism is what happened in America, with the civil rights movement. That's racism, because we didn't have those ugly scenes, ugly, I guess, in a way. But
I was going to say, we did have those ugly
But
scenes,
they
we
didn't-
just didn't get photos of them.
I actually think it's great that he wrote this because it kind of like showcased, sifted underneath the fabrics of Australian society and brought it out to the open. This is like the general public thinking of the dominant white population.
We're going to go.